Hello! Alright, this is a continuation of the Civ 7 Game 1. So I think we'll make two videos, each about 90 minutes, on the modern age, as it's called. And I think I'm going to go for a science victory, because it's the one I did on the game I played before I recorded. So I know how it works. And I think for the next game, I'm going to want to do some kind of domination victory. I eventually want to try every single victory type and really get a hang of all of them. Yeah. Seems like... why is it taking so long? There it goes. Seems like the Civ 7 videos are doing slightly better than the Civ 5 videos. So, I'm going to keep doing what people watch. Yeah. Keep going. And I hope at some point I get just more stuff unlocked. I don't know if they did this in Civ 6, but they definitely did it in Civ 7, where it's like you unlock new stuff the more you play, which I actually like that. Yeah. Yeah. Still loading. Should have started the recording once the game was already loaded. Okay, making progress. I don't know why the loading screens take this long, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, here we have it. Okay, it looks like my cities are actually back to where I want them to be. And that's right, I converted all of this stuff already. This guy, he is one of these guys. He's gonna go here and do that. And you align infantry, you're gonna go there. Okay. Okay. Academics. Choose technology. So let's take another look at the tree because I don't have it memorized yet. Laboratory, organization. Let's do this because that gives... Yeah, let's get the steam engine. What does the mastery do? That's not terribly great. Modern bridges, I'm not sure how useful they are. Yeah, okay, we can pass on that smaller technology. Let's just get this one. We don't have the ability to make just tons and tons of food yet. I mean, we don't have that celebration benefit anymore. Okay, what are the grocers? Yeah, that's right, the food buildings. Respond to diplomatic action. Sure. Shouldn't be allies with him. Okay, I think I want to make friends with the diplomatic power. Choose a celebration. I'm gonna want culture, because our this is further behind. Let's get that, because we don't have any towns. That'll help get civics faster. Could have gone for some. I'm not sure. Yeah, see now, look how far away we're running away with that. 1,000 gold. Hold up. How much is it to purchase something? City. Okay, hold up. So it's only 75. I want the 1,000 gold. I mean, we're not going to purchase it in the capital yet, but just having the money to eventually. Okay, what does this give us? Okay, that'll jump the influence. Yep, 71 influence. See? I like that whatever that happiness building is. Yep, we got to get the ironworks. To get the ironworks, got to fuel production. Okay, 8, 9, 8, 8, 7. This is the one that was going to cost. Now let's purchase the ironworks. Just get that done. Just to boost production. The other cities. Yep. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, this should be crazy good mountain tiles, and there's got to be another mountain or something. Yep. That is terrible. That one's terrible. Those are not really that great. Nationalism. Yeah, well, is this something we want? Oh, definitely not. Okay, just rush political theory. Let's get the ironworks. Right in there. Those will both be done next turn. Okay, they're gonna have 3 cities that need new production next turn. Plus, we're gonna have the ability to sketch this, and that independent, and let's look at this. Look at the tech tree. Okay, so after that's pretty good. Tenement. Okay, radios. Yeah, radio. Unless mass production cannery, rail station. Yeah, after radio, we're gonna go mass production, and then we're gonna go probably some masteries. No. No, that'd be pretty good. Be terrible. And be pretty good. That would be pretty good. Okay, so once radio, mass production, and then we're going to pick up those masteries for the bonuses. Choose production. Let's get one of those. And let's get one of... Oh. Guess we'll get that. Okay, yeah. Ooh, hold up. Choose production, ironworks. There it is. Okay, you're building that ironworks. Next turn. There's a lot of just slamming the next turn button. It just feels like there's a lot of turns. Oxford University. That is what we like to see. Grow the city.
Fine.
Okay. Okay, hit next turn. Narrative choice. Okay, hold up. Now we gotta look at this. Food and happiness. Sorry, gold and happiness. I'm not sure how much sales and trade even does. So I'm gonna not do that one. Ooh, okay, let's get that done. So now they're friends with us, which means gonna get that tech next turn. Okay. Doesn't look like we can. Doesn't look like we have a choice. Switching to radio. Okay. Should be next turn. Okay, hold up. Build a laboratory and a factory. Okay, that's what it needs to be. Yes, I will support that. It will use a ton of influence, but it will give me a bunch of stuff. Okay, get this. Wait, prayer research. You know what? That's probably pretty good. Yeah. I don't know how the factory resources go. I think that's just. I don't know. Okay. Science is what we like to see. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what the overbuilding means, but I think it's when you build a bunch of stuff on tiles that already have stuff. Another thing that's kind of sneaky is that they don't exactly tell you when the stuff has maintenance costs. Okay, I think we want to save up this money. 500 culture, did that go that down? Nope, it probably already processed that this at the start of the turn because it doesn't give me an option, so yeah. Okay. Let's do a laboratory. Okay, where are the independent powers? You start making friends with them. Choose city-state status. Okay, so you can assign. I still think that's the best one, but I don't know. Apparently, you can assign factory resources. So I just don't know how that works. In fact, now that I have this opportunity, I think if we build a factory, maybe. So now we just have to go mass production. Okay, hold up. What does the factory do? Well, it's one type of factory resource to be slotted. Yes, that's what it means. So we need factories to use the factory resources. That, I guess that makes sense. Whee! My capital is a beast. Okay, claim the artifact. I don't want that. I'm not sure what the artifacts even do. Okay, hold up. Now what can we do? I want that one. Choose a civic. Okay, okay. That looks pretty good. What does democracy give us? Okay, communism. It's more militaristic. Yeah, so we don't have towns. So, and then liberalism. Okay, those are all useless without towns. That's pretty useless too. I think we'll go democracy. Okay, and this will be ideologies. Still need to build a laboratory and a factory. But we're... Okay, combustion is the one before mass production, so... we have a ton of money. Social policies available. That... and that. And I think that's what does the things I think it does. So this has 64, 80, 60, 55, 51. Purchase a military academy. Put it there. Let's get this stuff done faster. Kathmandu Village, aren't we becoming friends with them? Oh. Okay, they're ahead of us. Military academy. Okay, we need a lot more production. So we can just get stuff just cranking away at it. It's almost done with the laboratory. That's one almost done with the laboratory. That one's close. Okay. Choose city-state bonus. Open air museum. It's a lot of museum. Okay, true celebration. Good, we get another policy. Guess we'll do that one. The other ones are less than ideal. Let's go there. I think production is more practical to have than happiness. I think happiness is better than science and culture and influence, but I think, and gold, but I think production and food are more important than happiness. We can acknowledge. Okay. Here is now the tenement. You already have a ton of. Start getting some food. Food makes the world go round. Lots of food, and then which will eventually turn out to be production. Okay, are they? Oh, that's 6 turns away. It's not happening. Oh. Okay, grow the city. Did that do it? It did. Tenement. Let's get that. Better not take my city. What is this guy? Is this? It's a rifle infantry. Okay, we killed it. Perfect. Have 5 radio stations within 20 turns. I don't think that's gonna happen. Leader attribute, so diplomatic. Okay, I like the looks of that. I like the looks of that. Let's just get a bunch of culture. Choose a civic. Yeah, this is all about useless. Modern civics. Mastery of this. Yeah, that's not anything I want. Guess we'll go capitalism to the bonus specialist limit. Oh, that's right, the bonus. Okay, radio station. Let's get that radio station. Buy the tent. Do this. Heal this man. Be good to have more gold, but like, pretty sure everything is just so far behind that we need. Oh, well, I'm not far behind. I'm like, where the heck did the 1,000 science come from? Wasn't that just at like 600? Makes no sense. Yes, I will support this. Let's get more science. Where did this come from? Something somewhere gave me a ton of stuff. Okay, we have this, so I'm pretty sure we said we're going to do this. Plus more production on production buildings. I like that. Just gonna get this now. Let's get a radio station, because we want these. Radio station. There it is. Let's get radio station. Okay, once those are done, we're gonna start building canneries. That's a rail station? What? Hold up. Am I building rail stations or radio stations? Okay, hold on. That's just the wrong bonus. Radio station. Okay, I was a bit confused on why it gave me a different bonus, but so what does the rail station do? Must build railroads? And that's probably needed too. Okay, mass production 2 probably gives me a bunch of bonus. Nope, it gives me nothing. It gives me a bunch of food, actually. Okay, let's get the mastery of electricity, followed by that, and no, let's get that. It's gonna be a ton of food. Okay, radio station. Choose growth. Let's go that one. Grow a city. That one looks like the best. No. Now we want that. Are we building a radio station? I think we are. Let's get that done. Okay. So once we get radio stations done, we have a lot of stuff that just, yeah. I don't know how that city ran away with food so much. In fact, this city used to be higher in population. I think that went away somehow. Okay, that's what that does. Let's get more gold. These checks done. Change policies. Yes, yes. We got those too. Okay, this is what we want. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's get this and this. No, that should be ultimate influence. Let's play the long game. Okay, let's get that. Do we have factory technology? Why can't we build factories? Let's look up the factory. Yeah, where the heck are the, like, where does it list the buildings? That's what it is. Factory. Must be someone connected, but okay, that's what it is. Need rail stations. So let's start getting rail stations. Must be connected to the capital by a rail station. Okay, so once we're done with radio stations, we're going to build rail stations, then factories. almost have all of our radio stations. We're building a port. That's probably fine. Industrialization 2, does this give me... Gives me more... Sure. Where is the end of the tech tree? How much further does it go? Okay, it doesn't do that much, actually. Let's just get all these masteries, and then we're going to rush for the end of the tech tree. Actually, you know what? Hold up. So, rocketry. Launchpad. No, we're just gonna go for rocketry. Shouldn't take us that long. And then, you know, let's just rush the end of the game. Yeah, we're gonna get rail stations because we want that, but I don't think we want other things than that. Okay, choose production. Okay, we could get canneries. Let's get rail stations. I mean, we probably don't need that much more food. Yeah, I'm wondering what the shot when. Like, should I even think of choose celebration? We can go for science so we can get closer to the end of the tech tree. Yep, let's get this. Okay, now we go for a rail station. That's going to take you 15 turns. That's outrageous. We're building a port. You're getting a radio station. You're getting a radio station. I want you to build a rail station right there. How long is the capital going to take? 8. Let's get that slightly up. Oh, my hand is falling asleep. See, some buildings reduce population because I was at 55 and then I changed it. So, new choice. Let's get no silence. I don't want you to denounce me. Okay, we almost have rail stations. And then we can get ports and then we can get everything. Lots of people keep spying on me. Okay, that's what that is. Looks like it does show you celebrations. Okay. Science is exploding right now. We don't even have all the right science buildings yet. It's still blowing up. Okay. How much is it to purchase a factory? 4,000. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you can't really purchase factories effectively because they're just so expensive. Armor. Okay. Yep. Yeah, there it is. Grow a city. Let's do that. I want production before everything else. I must have rail stations everywhere. Okay, we're gonna focus on factories instead of aerodromes. Because we can purchase aerodromes more easily than purchase factories. Back in my capital. Capital is going to take 2 more turns, so I can just build the factory. Okay, that's civic. That's fine. Okay. What do we even do with these? Yeah, Statue of Liberty would be real nice. And then I think we just rush for the... why can't you... Where's the factory? Do we not have the rail station? Just completed a rail station. Okay, you know what? We're going into spawns. I don't know why that city can't build a factory. Maybe because it's too far away. Okay, that looks nice. Port. Okay, now can it build the factory? Yes, yes, it can. Move that factory up, and then let's get an aerodrome. Well, let's get one of these, and that should be it. Grow the city. Let's go there. Factory. Schoolhouse. Port. Why did we not build that? I don't know why we didn't build the Oxford University. There it goes. Okay, I don't know if that actually lets you choose then. Might not. Okay. Yeah, we might end up canceling a bunch of production, actually. We might be just done by the time we need. Guess we'll get that back online. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. Okay. Select a settlement from the list. Okay. So coffee doesn't work. That doesn't work. I don't know how. What the heck did I just do? Why doesn't this work? I can't do anything. That's weird. I'm gonna have to figure out why I can't use factory resources. Like, whatever. That would be a resource in several of my cities that I'm not gonna get. Okay, actually, wait, hold it. Which of the cities is done with the factory? They're all still building factories. Except for that one, because they can't. here. Yeah, I don't know why that city can't build a factory. I think we just prioritize science though. Because rocketry is gonna have so these are kind of like you know, your World's Fair projects, at least from what I understand. So natural disaster, okay, we don't care about that. So now we have this. And we don't care about that. Okay, so now we have to build launch pad. Okay, we don't care about that. Let's get the launch pad to the... Actually, can we just purchase the launch pad? How much is the launch pad? Never mind, we're going to purchase the launch pad. Can't purchase projects. Okay, so now we have to build this. And next one, we're going to go here. And we can't build projects here, but can we build projects here? No. Looks like we can only build them one at a time. Okay, that's fine. Now we can go back to research and masteries. Plates and quarries, there's gotta be something better than that. So units. Plus your production of military buildings. Nuclear fission. So really just about the most useless things we can research. I think we've gotten to a point where like not much is actually beneficial. Yeah, because now we already have the text, so we only need... Okay, I guess we're just doing this. Look for anything that can give us a hint of more production than before. That, I guess. Flight 2, yeah. So we don't need to buy the launch pads yet. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put that factory first. Let's get the factory. There we go. Now, is there anything that gives us any more production? No, no. Okay, I guess we're just on future text then. Maybe there's some kind of attribute point that'll give us something a little bit more useful. You'd think that nuclear fission would allow you to build nuclear plants or something, and that would give you production, but apparently not. Okay, now we're building these. So it kind of annoys me that you can't build more than one of these projects at the same time, because you need to complete all three of them. So it's going to take us a really long time. Because back in Civ 5, I know you can build you can build multiple spaceship parts at the same time. Okay, now do we have... Where the heck? We still don't have any factories done. It's just that city's being weird. Yeah. Okay. Almost done with our factories. I'm just gonna cancel the aerodrome. Let's get that aerodrome now. Okay, now can we use these? Okay, let's just get a bunch of coffee. Diplomatic, is there anything that gives us? Guess we'll go for that one. Don't get any. Guess we're gonna do that. Okay. Anything faster? All the coffee goes there. Okay, so you can't put this stuff the same way. Okay, hold up. Can we purchase an aerodrome? Can we purchase one? We can't. Okay, we're still processing this turn. Can we purchase anything to get more production? Let's purchase the launch pad so we have it for later. grow the city. Because I think we also need the launch pad. Okay, which of these? Okay. Most of our factory resources are now used. Almost have that done. Grow a city. Get my production out. Okay, good. We can now build a project. So maybe you need launch pads in order to have projects. Okay, because now we can build. Well, now it's building that, it just doesn't show up. That's a visual glitch. Yeah, break the sound barrier. So that's one of the projects. And now this city. Guess we do that. Yeah, there's kind of a drought of production in the end game. I might be able to finish this video and only make one video. I think I'll just play this out because we're pretty close to winning the game. Okay. Guess if we buy the cannery, it might have things go slightly, it might grow faster. I don't know. I don't think there's really much we can do to change how fast this game's gonna go. Just put them on alert. Suzanne. Okay. Future tax. Let's get that. Let's get that. Faster growth rate in cities. Let's get more future tech. Oh, maybe we need the aerodrome. Maybe that's what it is. Because the aerodrome probably gives planes. These are probably plane. Okay. No, this one has an aerodrome. So now can it build these projects? No. But so maybe it's the launch pad. No, because I built the one without the launch pad. I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't think it matters too much though. Because that'll be 6 turns, and then I think, and then with the launch pad, I think we only need one more thing. Statue of Liberty. You. Control Research Initiative. Migrants. Let's get these guys up here. Because that might let me get more population, and with more population, maybe it'll be a +1 production or something. I think by the time they get over there, it'll probably. I think, just in general, there's not much I can do to speed up the game anymore. Overprotection. What does this do? Oh, there's economic victories? There's a World Bank? Constructing a port on the other side of an ocean. Okay, so that is just really big. I'm gonna have to look at some tutorials for how these victories work. So I didn't know economic victory was a thing because I've only played this game for like 40 hours, probably less than 40 hours. Well, no, not even close to, probably close to 40 hours. This is my second full game, and the first one I went. Okay, yeah. So now that's the transatlantic flight. It's going to be done. Yep. Now we view progress. Victory. So now we cannot go there. See, now we can't quite. Oh, we can build a Manhattan Project. Sure. We need that one, and then we can build whatever that satellite project is. Oh, that's a merchant. Yeah, I think everyone just kind of gave up on spreading religion. I haven't seen any religious units in a long time. Maybe that's not a thing in the end game, in the last age. Maybe religion's only a thing in the exploration age. I need to learn so much. I still have so much to learn about this game. It's insane. Okay, now we've done that. Get me a crewed space flight. That's going to take 17 turns. Are you kidding me? Fine. Like I can't even just do anything to make that faster. Can I choose a production focus? I don't think I can. That's not a thing that happens in this game. Okay. Say capital. This is supposed to be. Okay, put that there. Is this gonna help? Let's not get it down any sooner. Okay. That does not help yet. But I think taking these and putting those on there and doing this on there and getting these there. That factory resource here. These camels there. Factory resource. Why can't I put something on this one? Oh, that one, that's the one that doesn't have a factory. Okay. I don't think I can get that down any further. I think we're just going to have to be 17 turns for that. Yep, you. This settlement cannot expand now? What's the rules? Where do we have to put these guys? So which settlements can expand? So they have to be below, maybe it has to be below 50 population. I'm going to take one of these guys, that's not that guy. So move him by rail to here. What does that do? That does not do anything. We're going to cancel that mission. We're going to move this guy by rail. Also to there. And we're going to see what, if we can put, so maybe, and then if the other guys, we're just going to make them sleep. Again, I don't think it matters too much what these guys do. Okay, something just saved a turn. I don't think these migrants are even useful. Maybe, is it over 40 population they can't expand? Because if that's true, then how do I even use them? Later attribute, find, let's see, give me something I want. Actually, this militaristic one, that does not give me that, so it's stuff. Okay, we can get that one social policy slide. Yeah, choose celebration, science. Gold, I guess. Okay, so somehow we went from turn 97, so I think I just gotta keep clicking next turn. Okay, choose production. Produce a nuclear weapon. Yes, let's get some of those. You can never have too many nuclear weapons. Okay, anything we can purchase in here. The port does not do anything. I guess we'll save up for it though. I don't think there's any purpose to do anything other than click next turn. I think I'm just stalling, trying to figure out. Well, I'm trying to learn, but I don't think there is anything I can do. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Let's. What did that? So where do we have to look for that? That's the age progress. Where do we have to look to find the economic thing that just showed up? Because I didn't look at that. Legacy path? Yeah, the Eiffel Tower, the Red Fort, who cares? If I click on here... Okay, we're so close. This is where you click. Okay, so I think it's just 5 per turn. And it's... Let's build more nuclear weapons. We need a lot of nuclear weapons. Yep. Okay, so I think it's just, I guess if you don't have a lot of science, because my science is so good that it's like, I mean, yeah, it's like 5 times as much as everyone else's science. So I guess it's so good that science just became the fastest victory by far, but economic victory sounds interesting. I don't know. I'm sure there's if you rush the Railroad Tycoon route, you could probably get that just as fast as the science victory. Okay. Okay. 5 more turns. Guess we're just building nukes everywhere. I don't know. Some of the players warn us we have nukes, so I'm not terribly worried about that. Why did this go down by 1 more turn? I thought it was turn... Oh, it is turn 97. Because it went down from... to there. Okay, one more turn, and looks like we've won. Yep, there it goes. Launched 1856. So it's interesting to see that it's a different science victory than the other games. Like in some Civ game, like in Civ 5, it's the science victory is Proxima Centauri spaceship because there's already in space, like with satellites and Hubble Space Telescope, International Space Station, and whatnot. Let me skip this. But we've won. Okay, so we weren't that far away from a religious. We weren't that far away from this one. Oh, that's what these two. And then this we weren't. We could probably look for that. So an victory? That is that a domination victory? So it just looks like you have to conquer a bunch of settlements, and then it gets easy. And then each settlement becomes worth more points the later on. Okay. The Legends report. So this is we're getting more experience. We're getting more experience on this guy too. So this is leader experience, so that gives more bonuses. Okay, so I think just a lot of stuff we're gonna have to look for finishing all of this. Just getting the foundation points and just everything. Okay. I don't know what these did. We have access to an exploration legacy and a new. And then this. That's just a colic. Okay, so it looks like because we reached 400 experience, we get more stuff. One was probably 350 or 300, something like that. Now we hit exit to main menu. And I'm pretty sure that's it for this save. I think we just won. Yep. Okay, so now we're back at the main menu. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and get some other videos out of this game probably by this weekend. Yeah. And then I'm going to try and make... If I could make 3 videos a week, that'd probably be good. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.